Delta Flying Partners. My name is Sarah Nelson and I serve as the International President of the Association of Flight Attendants, CWA. It's been quite a year in aviation, and indeed for our whole world. Together we saved our industry with relief that was focused on frontline workers. In every other crisis in the past, we've paid for that crisis with concessions from workers. But not this time. We set a different agenda together, and now we're poised to move forward, rather than having to fight to hang on to what we achieved before. If it wasn't for AFA and the rest of aviation labor, Delta Airlines nor any other airline would have survived the massive drop in demand in March of 2020. If it wasn't for AFA, the flight attendants who were furloughed on October 1st, 2020, when Congress failed to act, wouldn't have gotten furlough pay or continued to health care and the right to return to work without any loss of seniority or other benefits. We got everyone back on the payroll as of December 1st, 2020, and with all benefits restored as if never furloughed. We also made sure the law said management couldn't cut hourly pay rates, protecting flight attendants without a contract, and setting the narrative that this time is not a time of concessions. As members of AFA, we gain respect from management, the traveling public, the media, and our communities, because we have standing in our own right. It's not about fighting with our airlines, it's about having our own voice. There's real credibility when American workers can speak up for ourselves. We know it, and Delta knows it. Join us and gain this recognition of your voice too. As AFA members, we join together with flight attendants throughout the industry, but our AFA structure ensures that only Delta flight attendants can determine what you negotiate and prioritize at your airline. You decide what's important to you. Don't listen to lies that say voting for the union means A-days go away or anything else. It's all up to you. You decide what you want to keep, change, or improve in contract negotiations. And the only way to ensure things you like don't change is to organize and gain legal standing with your union. Otherwise, management can change anything without your approval. Just remember, if you like it, lock it in with AFA. Our AFA Board of Directors, the directly elected flight attendants from each airline at each base, voted unanimously at our meeting in mid-May to support your efforts to organize with the full structure of AFA flight attendants at your side. You are, and always have been, a part of our AFA family. Our Flight Attendant Union is not an institution. It's the hearts and souls of the professionals who are our flying partners. If it wasn't for our union, we wouldn't have access to KCM. Initially, TSA wasn't going to include flight attendants, and the airlines were fine with that. We fought and won the right to KCM as flight attendants. Same with the Family Medical Leave Act. It wasn't written to include flight attendants, but in 2008, AFA won a technical correction to the law so that we can qualify for these benefits too. There's thousands of examples like this, examples of the work of our union that does benefit flight attendants across the industry regardless of their union standing. And even though only flight attendants at each airline can decide what's important to you for your contract, we have collective resources and experience that help us battle workplace issues, like ensuring we have safe uniforms. At Delta, your efforts to join AFA helped us organize to get management to put in place options for flight attendants suffering from toxic uniforms. We can do that again, and so much more, together. AFA is already at Delta. There are thousands of flight attendants who have signed a card for a union election. But our efforts together are not just a card drive. We are organizing now to make a difference at Delta. The way we support each other can help address issues from paycheck discrepancies to clean air on our planes, or other real support for flight attendants responding to a critical incident. As more people are vaccinated and Delta's COVID protocols are updated, you'll see your flying partners back in the Delta crew rooms exercising our legal rights to discuss workplace issues in a non-work area at a non-work time. Stop by, get literature, ask questions, and pick up your AFA Pride pin. But even before we see each of you and each other in person, you can join this movement for respect at work right now. Put on an AFA pin, take a selfie to post on social media, and tag AFA. It's your legal right to wear this pin and show your professional pictures of it online. Then go to deltaafa.org to sign up for communications and stay up to date with organizing activities. You've been a huge part of making Delta the incredible success it is today. We want all of our airlines to succeed. We also want to know that our efforts on the front lines are valued. Today, We need your voice more than ever if aviation's first responders are going to gain the full recognition of the value we bring to aviation. Your airline has been at the top of the industry. Delta flight attendants too should lead the industry. Without a contract like the executives have for themselves, their promises can change. And instead of leading the industry with pay and benefits, the value your hard work creates gets moved to more compensation for management and more stock buybacks for Wall Street. Now, we capped executive compensation and banned stock buybacks as part of the payroll support program approved by Congress. But those protections will end in a couple years too, and we need to get your contract locked in before that. You should have the best contract, and that starts with building this campaign together for AFA. We're so proud to work with you to define, protect, and advance our work as aviation's first responders. We are stronger together and better together. Thank you, and fly safe.